Houston, preparing for space jump. Am I clear to go? You've got the entire space out there, sir. You're free to go whenever you please. Let's send it. Oh, we're so back. What was the rest of the monologue? Flash something flashy. Oh yeah, I haven't been keeping up with how this stuff is doing. That's how I know my life is probably in a better trajectory. Bam! Blue Eyes White Dragon. Oh yeah. Still, this is slowly becoming like my favorite card in Yu-Gi-Oh. It's not as cool as like the nostalgia ones, but it is still a little comic hand. This thing, oh my god, this thing is so funny. It's just like the pure Maximilian Pegasus, like, oh, you think you're building to your final monster? Guess what? Mine. Plus, like, whatever I'm doing. But anyway, what were we? Fine. I moved a little bit. Please don't break. Oh, yeah, true. I can just do that. There. Now you're in the shot. Dude, Goldine doesn't even watch these. Shut up. All right. What up, Primplup? So, bam. Here we are. I uploaded a video last night. Beat the Golden Needle. And then like right after that, I beat Inflation. So all the challenges, every deck gold stake on my Steam account at least done. Probably not going to be going for Completionist plus. I feel like that was just an Xbox special for me because that's like my thing, and like I could honestly care less about Steam achievements. I have so many games, and I don't know. But we got Trivia Tuesday. We're also going to do a tier list later after this, and then we got to get to work. I'm probably going to try to start doing game updates on a day that's not Monday or Tuesday. Maybe like Wednesday we could do like, you know, just some like, oh, I gotta restart my PC. I totally forgot about that. Anyway, I'll try to figure out a day that we can do game updates. I'm thinking in my head Thursday would be a good day because I can kind of just show stuff, and then like I gotta go run and do stuff on Thursdays anyway, so I probably won't be like working on the game before 5 o'clock anyway. Till then, I'm only wondering. Stop dawdling. All right. What's your guess? Space. Let's do it. Space. Oh, swing and a miss. All right. How about no E, no A. How about mound? All right, we got an O and a D. Probably should have worked the I in. It's probably like OD. Like, stop making Office references, dude. I'd rather hear you make a Friends reference or something. Blood. What about blood? Oh, they think they're clever. Am I missing something? Bayud. Bayud. Brood. That's not how you spell brood. But like, what else could it be? This is really expanding my vocabulary because I don't know what brood is. And I hate to mess this up. Like it has to be brood. Again, if you say so, that's fine. That's fine. Connections. Am I crazy? Haven't they done ring? Like, all right. So we got so, vow, toe, and low. Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot here. So I feel like. Hold on. Shuffle these. Shuffle these. So we have food, which is doof backwards. I don't really know what to do with that. None of these backwards really do anything. These do have a double, like kiss and food, but wasp or yeah, wait. Mean, vile, dump. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this one. Like ring, cake, kiss, and vow. Sure. Yeah. That's totally what I was gonna say. This could be bow or bow. Like bass. They also do bass a lot. Bass. Bass, mean. Yeah, I'm thinking like math. I mean, like, so good, Toa. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, the mean can be like the average. So, like, what would be, I feel like dump and vile doing the same thing. I don't want to burn it, yes. So wind and fire. Where's earth? Shuffle, 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 shuffle. So low, wind, bass, fire, dump. Toe, row, bow, bow, low, so. Vile. Oh, well, no, a vial is VIAL. But, like, maybe, like, bass, vial. Oh, wait, a tow truck, a dump truck, a fire truck, and a food truck. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Solo bow row. let's not do proton exploder. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. So wind. Fine. Like bow, viol, bass. I don't know why this is stumping me. It's like none of these really like row, but like there's like the bow and the stern. Like maybe it's like boat stuff. But then are these related to boats? I wouldn't know. Like row, bow, wind, low, so, bass, viol. Things related with pirates if you throw mean in there. So the bass and the mean, and then maybe it's just, yeah, I would think it'd be so and toe, and it'd be like, oh, soka, toa, bass and mean. Like the bottom row, the bottom low, the bottom mean. Like viol and mean, what are these? What are these trying to be? Oh, like that's low, that's mean, that's viol, that's bass, that's wind. Like viol, mean, low. Like you're saying, like that's beneath standard. Like I don't know. That's wind. That's row. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna probably start hucking out guesses here. So the bottom row, the bottom bow, low. Mean, viol, like the bass, the bow, the low, the wind. I feel like mean, viol, and low. I'm just gonna try it. One away. Like, what is bass? Despicable? Like, low, mean, and vile. That all makes sense. What's bass? I don't know. So, row, so, bow, wind. Heteronyms! Sure. That's how I like them. But don't... Be careful, New York Times. Because once June rolls around, you can't be having heteronyms around here. All right. Hopefully, we get a movie that's not from the 90s. Starting to think it should be socially acceptable to bully nerds again. It's probably not the Angry Video Game Nerds movie. Is this like what was that one movie? Like King of the Nerds or something? I think it should be socially acceptable to bully nerds again. No, it's not an Eddie Murphy movie. Shut up. So I think it should be socially acceptable to bully nerds again. We'll just go with Revenge of the Nerds. Nope. Alright, give me another clue. The best villain origin story of all time. Dude, I'm lost. What's the Rotten Tomato score? Okay. Pretty well liked. Actually acceptable to bully nerds again. What kind of movie? What was the box office? 225 million. Like, in what movie would have nerds being assholes? Like, maybe Glass Onion. Everyone there is kind of like a truth-seeking nerd, but I don't think that counts. All right, give me a. He didn't know whether to dress for the party or the business meeting, so he kind of dressed for both. I'm so lost. Absentmindedly adding good luck with your video game after verbally ripping his. Yeah, I don't know. I hope one day I could. I what? Greatest film of the decade, a college courtroom drama with what? I give up. All right, we'll give it not a cell phone in sight, just shares being diluted. I'm gonna guess. What was the? No. What was the? Would this be like? No, they said it was a courtroom drama. Like I don't know what it is. Imagine breaking a guy's heart so he invents Facebook. Yeah. This is a messed up prompt. All right. Yeah, this was where I was like, I feel like I know what it is, but then you You can't tell me that this is for the social network. That's so messed up. Okay. Well, at least we got the other ones. Now, for the tier list. Animals we think we could beat in a fight. And so the tiers are, I would paint the walls in their blood. They'd get a few hits, but ultimately I would win. It would be a close one, but I'd win. 50-50 chance that I win or lose. It would be a close one, but I'd lose. I'd get a few hits in, but I would lose. I'd get torn to shreds. I'd be too scared to even fight. So we have a lobster. I'd put him right here. They'd get a few hits in, probably, but we'd win. No question about it. All right. Zebra is where it gets a little interesting, because if we're fighting, that's kind of tough. But also, I'm going to put a zebra right there, because zebras are... Zebra, they're pretty strong. A mouse, I mean that's on sight anytime I see one. Well, more like a rat, but anytime I see one. A deer with antlers, I'd give that a 50-50, probably. Yeah, that seems right to me. What is this? Is this just like a Komodo dragon or something? I'd tear him to shreds. Now a squid, it depends what turf we're fighting on. Because like if we're on land, I beat him right? It's not even a question. But if we're in the water and he inks me, and then like, you know, I try to go for air or something, and then like he's like on top of my face and I can't breathe or whatever. I actually think squid might be... There's an octopus. That looks like a squid to me. I think I'd give it a 50-50. Same with a deer. Just because terrain kind of matters for that one. Now a bear... Listen. I would just get torn to shreds. Like, have you ever heard a bear when it's like actually angry and like chasing you? It's, I mean, I'd probably rather have the predator or something like that chasing me. Now, what's this guy? Is this just like a hippo? Okay. They are big, but like, I mean, I get right by a hippo. Now a turtle. Again, it kind of depends on like where the fight is, but I mean that's... Sorry, bud. That's easy. We can go after this right now. The pond is unfrozen. We can do it. A tiger's probably gonna be in the same camp. A wolf, dude. I'm almost more scared of a wolf than a tiger. I don't know why. I think wolf goes here though. A toucan. I'd be too scared to fight a toucan. What's this guy? Kind of embarrassing. Am I just not seeing this guy correctly? It looks like some sort of... Oh, is this an alligator? We'll just go right there. A lion. Honestly, yeah, I'm gonna put tiger right here too. I'd get a few hits in, like I'd go down swinging, but like a bear's a whole other story. Those things are like 10 feet tall when they stand up. A bald eagle, I'd be too scared to fight. Ah, yeah. Dude, those talons are no joke. Wait, so is this a hippo? Like, what was this guy? I don't know. Or is this a rhino? Can't see the horn, but I'm gonna assume this is a rhino. And if that's the case, I'd probably lose because I'd be like too scared to get too aggressive. Well, actually, if I stayed close and didn't let him charge at me, I'd give it a 50-50. I'd get torn to shreds. A panda bear. Panda bear's kind of in this same category, but it's one higher just because like a grizzly bear, brown bear, or whatever is a lot more aggressive. I would at least try, I feel like, with a panda bear because they seem pretty chill. So I'd probably like try to, game it a bit. Where do you go? I mean, it's not even a question. I'd get torn to shreds easily. Against you, I might get a couple hits in. What is this, an alpaca or something? Probably the same category as the zebra. A shark. I was actually talking about this with my friends, because like when I was in college, I had a couple, right? When you're sitting around drinking, you start talking about some pretty stupid stuff. Those guys may have been on coke or something. How am I supposed to know? I'm just happy to be here. But I remember one night talking about sharks, and they were like, dude, it's always the midwits that like think they know what they're talking about, like 100% of the time. They were like, oh yeah, if I ever encountered a shark, I would just punch him in the nose and then like, and then knock him out and then eat him for dinner. And I'm like, dude, shut up. If you saw a shark coming at you, you would shit your pants before you had a chance to be like, oh, I'm supposed to punch the nose. Also, oh, what kind of shark is it? Where's the nose? You punch a hammerhead shark in the face, you just lost your hand, dude. Where's his nose? He's all nose. Sorry, I think I'm topping out the mic a little bit. But shark. If we're talking like over an 8-foot shark, I'd get torn to shreds. But anything under that, I feel like I get a couple hits in. An elephant, I'd be too scared to fight an elephant. Those are you crazy? A snake's getting. I mean, a snake might get a couple hits in, to be fair. A starfish, I'd be too scared to fight. Oh, maybe this is a crocodile. Dude, like, what is this guy supposed to be? Who knows? But alligator, like, you're just gonna go right there. That makes sense to me. Now, a horse, I think it'd be a close one, but I'd lose. Horses are incredibly strong, and again, like, I feel like I'd have to stay close to it, stay, like, to the side of it. But then, like, with my bare hands, like, I feel like I'd just ultimately lose. I would be, well, I mean, like, you can go right there, I guess. I'd be pretty scared to fight a cheetah. A clownfish, dude. Clownfish, easy. Easy. A cat's getting demolished. An octopus. Dude, this is where it's got me thinking. The octopuses are crazy. The same thing with the squid. I feel like an octopus would be a close one, but I'd lose. Again, if we're in water territory, I can't see myself actually beating an octopus in a 1v1. Crab. You're getting toasted. And actually, lobster, you're getting toasted too. A dog. I mean, get wrecked. Like, it's not even a question. A peacock. Um, yeah, I guess a sheep. I mean, okay. To be fair, like sheep are stronger than a lot of people think. A I'm just gonna skip to this dolphin real quick. I could definitely definitely handle a dolphin, any terrain. Swans. Now here's the thing about swans. People like to think, dude, these guys got a bigger wingspan than I do. They say if you get hit by a swan, it's like an aluminum baseball bat. I think I'd give it a 50-50 against the swan. An owl, as scared as I am of what they can do with their beak, I think it just makes sense that they would ultimately lose. Now, I'm pretty sure there's like a beluga whale. Uh, I would get torn to shreds by a beluga whale. I wouldn't even know where to start working on him, and I feel like he would just suck me down in the water, and I couldn't breathe, and that'd be it. Like I can't possibly see. Like, okay, I guess I could get a few hits in, but I'm still gonna. A seal. I'd be. Oh wait. I think I'd be too scared to fight a seal just for what the internet would do to me. A duck. Not even close. A mountain goat. I feel like it'd be a close one with that guy. And a cow. Cows, I feel like, right? They're not very aggressive. Now, if it was a bull, this is a whole other story. But like a cow. Cow's getting destroyed. I don't even think they'd put up a fight, honestly. Maybe that's just my perceived notion of how McDonald's operates, but yeah. So, just to review, for the S tier animals that me and Leo think we could beat in a fight, we got a mouse. I think that's a Komodo dragon. The turtle, you're going down. Whoa, we'll put a rack on it. Don't worry. Am I stupid? Is this a No, it's not a possum. Is this a meerkat? Like, what is this? I don't know. Clownfish. We clowning this bitch. You're dead. Cat. Goodbye. Lobster. Thanks for dinner. Oh, crab. Bye. Dog. Done. It's not even a question. Like a golden retriever. Me against a golden retriever. Think about it. Duck. You're gone. Cow. You're gone. Again, like I'm guessing this is a hippo. I feel like a hippo is just tanky enough that like they would like stomp on me a couple times or something. Like if I slipped or if I wrapped him up. Like if I wrapped up a hippo and then like tried to roll it, it might crush my ribs or something. So like I gotta give it some props for that. Snake, not too worried about it, but peacock, I feel like a peacock would just, it'd be so mesmerizing to me that like I would forget I was in a fight and I would try to entice it or like show off my own colors and then it could attack. Sheep, not happening. In fact, sheep's going up here. The more I think about it, the more it's not even a question. Dolphins, obviously, like if we're in the water, it has a chance. If we're on land, forget about it. That dolphin's getting two-shotted. Owl, just because the beak and, you know, I can't fly, so that seems like a pretty big advantage to have in terms of a fight and winning. Now, zebra, they're just like kind of a smaller, less powerful horse, but like I feel like they'd still Honestly, I'm gonna move them down here because I'm kind of thinking now that they're a little bit closer to a horse than I'd like to imagine. Um, I could kick the shit out of Chris Rock though, so there is that. If you ever seen Madagascar, I think it's either a llama or an alpaca. Yeah, that and like a mountain goat makes sense to me. Like it'd be close, but not really. 50-50 chance deer, obviously. The squid, I already explained it. If we're in squid territory, it could really be devastating. A wolf. I'm throwing it up here. It'd be a close one, but I'd win. I think I could handle a wolf. Now a pack of wolves is another story, but like a single wolf, a lone wolf. I mean, that's just mono eat mono. I'm pretty sure this is a rhinoceros. I'd give it a 50-50 as long as I stayed close to him so he couldn't like charge me or like, impale me. I feel like it'd be fine. But still like a 50-50 because like if he gets one shot on me, I'm kind of toasted. An octopus, again, like it'd be a close one and I'd lose because the octopus, he's so agile in the water. I'd get blinded immediately, wouldn't know where to go, and then he would like wrap around my face and it'd be over. Swan, I already explained it. Swans they have a devastating sweeping hook with their I think some swans can have like an 8 or 10 foot wingspan. Like that'll knock you out immediately. And you'll drown in the pond, dude. Again, like, is this supposed to be a crocodile or like what is this? I don't know. He looks menacing though. I might even be too scared to fight him, but I feel like I'd lose to this guy. Alligator, I don't think I'm taking on an alligator. Whenever I see people alligator wrestling, I'm always like, those things better be trained or something, or have their mouth taped shut or something, because there's no shot. Lion, against a male lion, I feel like I get a couple shots in. Female lion though, I'm getting torn to shreds. Tiger, it's the same thing. Like all these guys, it's the same thing. I would be able to do something to affect them slightly, but then ultimately they're gonna win. And then like a bear, this finch, a gorilla, and a shark, yeah, I'd get absolutely torn to shreds. Like how are you even supposed where do you start with these guys? And toucan, eagle, elephant, starfish, and seal, like that's too scary. Like I would immediately run. Like whatever it was I was doing, I would leave my wife and children wherever they were because I'm getting out. There's a toucan in the building. Get out. And nice. We did it. Oh. Thanks for tuning in to Trivia Tier List Tuesday, whatever. Gonna try to add like the shot clock and try to brainstorm some ways to utilize resources more effectively in a roguelite, stuff like that, and try not to get too frustrated in my head about it. Hope everyone has a good Tuesday.